last episode, I ended off with finally getting some armor and a weapon that wasn't complete garbage, and this episode I'm gonna start by testing it out. Alright, I'm about to start a tier 2 rev. I have no idea if this is going to work. The tier 2 rev I'm referring to is one of many Slayer bosses, which are bosses you fight by killing a certain amount of XP worth of their base mob. This one is a zombie, for example, so I have to kill a lot of zombies to summon it. These bosses are pretty beefy, and while the tier 1 Revenant horror wasn't even worth recording, the difficulty does ramp up exponentially from tier 1 to 5. That's a lot of combat XP worth of zombies to slay. I probably shouldn't be doing this right now. Yeah, I need 200 kills. 10 more. As I grew closer to summoning the boss, Maddox the Slayer asked me, "Between you and the Revenant horror, who is stronger? If it has over 10,000 health, it might give me a little trouble. But would you lose?" Nah, I'd win. Now's not the time to find that out. 20,000 health. I'm kinda tanking. I am... Am I winning this? Okay, I'm kinda getting smacked now. Where did it go? Back? What? Oh, come on, I've almost got him. Yeah, let's go! I really thought I was absolutely screwed on that one. Raider Axe is broken, apparently. What the heck? I'm so surprised I actually did that. Feeling invincible after beating a boss that I thought was way above my weight class, I then went to the end, where I found out I was still quite a ways away from being actually decently strong. Hey, it's probably the last update of this day. I may be sounding a little bit more tired than normal. That's because I've been playing for like hours or something. And we're going to the end day 1 because I'm different. Because I need ender pearls. So, time to see whether I get just... Oh, wow. Why do they have 5,000? Okay, so... I'm going to die. After being brought back to reality by how much more powerful the mobs at the end were, I decided to call it a night. Alright, so for some kind of end-of-the-day stats, this is what I've got at the end of my first day of putting way too much time into another game. Well, game mode. I think that's pretty respectable for day 1. This thing is going to be very nice. Still can't believe I got this for as cheap as I did. And, yeah, this pickaxe is pretty garbage. I'll get something better eventually. I just got a bunch of talismans. Storage is a giga issue, but that should be fixed at some point, hopefully. Anyway, I'll just let the minions do their thing overnight. Okay, so we're back for day 2 of, skyblock, and I didn't do off-camera mining this time. my minions did it for me. God, I love unpaid labor. Oh, well, that's almost exactly what I just asked for. Let's see if I can actually get that upgrade. The reason why the redstone minions are so important is because they allow you to upgrade your accessory bag. Oh, it's just insta-unlocked. Yes, more magical power for me, baby. In that accessory bag, you can store talismans, and more talismans is more magical power. And I don't really know how magical power works. All I know is, more talisman make number go up. Number go up good. I can get a bunch of stat buffs, it seems, by, talking to this guy while having artifacts in my accessory bag, and it's magic. I get to choose the stats. That means I'm going into, I think, it's probably best to go warrior to start. Just because I can buff my damage a ton, and I already feel like I have pretty okay defense stats. My next goal was to continue to level up the Slayers, because I really wanted the Wand of Healing, which would add much needed, well, healing to my kit, because while I did have solid defense and damage, any damage I took was basically permanent. Alright, so I'm starting my first Spider Slayer. Shouldn't be too hard if I've already done a Tier 1 Rev. Or a Tier 2 Rev, I should say. Like 90% sure that I was supposed to do this first, but kinda getting smoked by the silverfish, though. Oh, there's the spider. Is it already dead? Oh. That's a bit awkward. Kinda really thought... I thought you were stronger. After like an hour and a half of Zombie Slayer, I finally had enough resources to craft it. Baby's first healing. Wand of Healing. I can actually heal damage now. Awesome. After doing some of the more interactive grinds like mining and Slayers, I decided it was finally time to address the elephant in the room and start leveling some of the skills that I didn't like as much. Looking at you, Foraging. Hey, skyblock level 12. I guess doing all the kind of boring tasks like foraging, farming, leveling pets, or not leveling pets, leveling minions is kind of starting to catch my level up to where my gear is. But yep. This is kind of what the early game experience should look like, not whatever was happening earlier. All the money I had saved from the Christmas event was starting to burn a hole in my pocket, so I made a big boy purchase and forked over an entire 8,000 coins for a rare Enderman pet. 7,000 coin rare Enderman back here. I don't think there's like a single reason not to do that. Especially because it's a buy it now, like, I'm a bit of a hoarder and find it very hard spending money in any game if you couldn't tell. I then did a bit more mining because I wanted to level up my mining skill to high enough to enter the Dwarven Mines, which I planned to be episode 2. Okay, so we're back for probably episode 2, and, oh, well. Never mind. It will be a bit until I go down there. So we back in the mines. Remember in episode 1 where I said, also, you see this guy who's level 329 saying he's here for an XP share? Don't worry about that, that won't be important at all later. I lied, it was important later, because this happened. So I just... while I was on the grind, I just dropped an experience share core. I'm pretty sure that is really rare. I don't know what the price on that is, but I know that people grind for that. And if I know that people want that, that means people must really want it. My reaction may sound a little bit subdued, but that's because I was literally too much of a noob to know what I just dropped. Also, if any more experienced skyblock players are wondering why I don't just use the power of coin to skip some of the more boring parts of the game, I kind of summarize it here. Also, I could probably just buy these materials straight up, like, I have the purse for it. But, I don't know. I feel like I'm okay with buying tools that allow me to progress, but I'm kind of feel bad if I just bought progression straight up, like... feel kind of bad if I just bought the resources to progress straight up, just like this, commission. Or 10 enchanted iron, gold, emerald, redstone, and lapis. And diamond. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. But I could probably still afford all of it off of that Christmas gift stuff, but I just feel like skipping this part of the progression just isn't right. I have a really weird moral compass when it comes to playing games, if you haven't figured that out. So guess who can't read? That's right, it's me again. He only wants 3 out of the following things, not all of them. I figure this out literally as I'm collecting the last of the diamonds. Oh. I guess we'll find out what's in the Dwarven Mines tomorrow, on day 3.